I took part in GMTK 2025 and guess what? He played my game. Spoiler alert, response wasn't great. This is my first game jam, I've never done it and it lasted for 4 days and the topic was loop. So I just decided to kind of write my ideas. It was like very late for me at that time, so I just wanted to just have an idea written and then I'll start working on it the next day. So my first idea was time loop, which basically I didn't do because I'm like very new to this and it kind of looks complex. My second idea was a single room, kind of like a 2D, where your goal is simple. You have to reach from one point to another and you keep repeating this every single time, but the destination keeps changing in the same room. But every time you finish one room, your old previous round moves are saved and an enemy character does the same moves that you did in the previous round and you have to make sure you don't touch it. And as we keep moving forward, it will kind of get complex, maybe having 3 or 4, and then I have to also worry about collision and stuff. So I was like, if I've never worked in a game jam before, I've never done a game jam, maybe I shouldn't do something complex like this. So I went with my third idea. It's simple and it felt doable. A rotating tower with obstacles coming towards you and you dodge, and also there would be enemies that you will shoot. It's like an infinite runner kind of game. I also wanted to have holes in the ground that you have to jump or move around, but turns out it was harder to see these holes when you're looking up. You can see in games like Temple Run or Subway Surfers, the camera always faces down. I couldn't do this as I wanted to have drones that you could shoot, so you actually want to have the movement from your mouse. I actually had lots of things planned. Robot drones, different projectile types, and towers speeding up as we move forward. Guess what? I didn't finish all of this. Most of my time I spent to figure out why my loop was not working. You can see this ring is divided into quadrants. This way I can create any number of quadrants and simply have RNG choose the next quadrant. It took way too longer to figure out simply because the tower rotated clockwise. Yes, simply because the tower was rotating in clockwise. If it was counterclockwise, it kinda worked easily. And yes, the tower is moving, your player isn't, gives an illusion and makes my work easier. The next thing which I actually didn't really realize that lots of games do, that is making your bullets move towards the crosshair. And yes, this is something basic, but it's not something that you could just shoot from your player's hand and hope it shoots. You actually have to do a line trace from your line trace from the middle of your camera and then make the bullets go there so that it hits the crosshair, which is something that I didn't know and I had to watch a video on it, and after watching a video it worked. But sometimes it would just do some weird stuff and I still haven't figured out why that happens, like the bullets just go anywhere. From here I didn't record any progress video, but I'll let you know what I did. No need to say thanks. I changed my player character to a free asset that Epic gives like every 2 weeks. I also changed the bullet from spear to cylinder so they look like a laser, and also added reload mechanics. I also added my old VFX to the enemy projectiles, looks pretty right? And obviously removed the holes from the ground as they were like useless. I also changed the tower and ring style, kinda tried to make it look kinda like a cyberpunky, but I'm not really familiar with doing something like this, but I think it worked. And you could say it does look better right now instead of just having a cylinder with no texture on it. I also added these yellow walls that can be broken if you shoot them, but turns out no one was shooting them. I thought just giving them a different color people will shoot it, but everyone was just trying to jump above it. I hate spoon feeding simple info, so didn't really wanted to add a tutorial for something so basic. So I had made the wall turn from yellow to red as you shoot, but I don't think anybody even realized that. Then I added sound effects, all of them were free. At this point I was trying to finish as I was low on sleep for these 3 days, as I'm also working as a freelancer for web development. I also added this timer, which absolutely does not pause when you pause the game. AAA quality for sure. This pause menu also has settings for changing graphics, but this is a free plugin that I found in Unreal Engine's like Fab Store, so it didn't really take like more than 10 minutes. There is also a point light about my player head so that he's like more visible, and I also added a background music. And finally, I added a cutscene. So how about we react together? I actually had already reacted to it, but it's been a while. I actually have been busy with some other work, so let's just quickly watch together. So about this thing, I thought this is like the most common thing that you actually have installed on your PC, because so many games use this, but I think he's maybe using like a like a specific PC so that to avoid any malware and all. So he probably didn't have anything installed. So let's forward.
Totally breaking all the rules.
I thought this was like very common to have on your
Loop
PC.
Runner. It's not as the offspring Crazy Taxi.
Let's see.
Okay, Loop Runner. Move A and D. F. Toggle auto shoot. R. Reload.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say I did auto shoot.
This energy tower supplies power to our enemy's army. The energy ring is coming down. This is our chance. Mission: destroy the energy tower from above. Expect resistance from tower defense system. What?
So yeah, that's the
Okay.
game.
Let's put on auto
You could see that
shoot.
sometimes
Why
the
not?
shoot goes somewhere else, but this is the problem that I've seen. I hated watching this so much.
Okay.
This was genuinely frustrated
a-
to me because nobody was shooting,
timeout?
the yellow box or yellow part of the.
There's a lot of baddies. Help! I don't feel like I'm killing. Whoa, and he fell off then. That was a clinch. What do we call that?
You can even see that the yellow wall, as you shoot, it slowly turns towards red. Nobody really realizes this. Maybe I should have added tutorial, but I feel like it's so basic. Like the game is so basic. I didn't really care about adding it.
Clutch.
That was
moment.
stupid. Okay.
Forgot all the words there. This was. I'm going to say that. I'm going to throw this out there. I'm going to say it out loud. I don't care who hears me. This was not worth half a gigabyte.
Yeah, it's Unreal Engine. What's crazy is that when I actually cooked the game first time, not cooked, like the package the game, it was like 1 GB, and that was even like before I added any, the graphics stuff. For example, I didn't add this tower and all, and I was like, why is it 1 GB? So I had to do some stuff which actually reduced it to like 500 MB. So I think it's still 500 MB is good, considering
Think
it's
about,
Unreal
think
Engine.
about all of the pirated music I could put into half a gigabyte.
But I didn't hear.
You think about all of the pirated music I could put into half a gigabyte.
I cannot really understand. Did you say pirated music? Maybe. Actually, this is probably like free. Not probably. It's like royalty-free music that I used for YouTube. I don't remember which one is it, but I will link it in the comments. In description. Unless I'm like hearing something wrong.
So I guess the loop. We played a game like this yesterday on the stream that was kind of the same idea but better, which is always a shame with the game jam. You never know what people are going to do.
This is where it's frustrating to
like
see
I'm
because
playing
nobody's
Rez,
shooting the rare
came from
yellow
the
part.
shop Poundland. Okay. Looks cool. I guess I'm not really avoiding these lasers very well because I'm trying to kill these enemies. Let's avoid the lasers. Okay, so something I'm actually seeing in a number of Game Jam games this year, just as like a little bit of feedback, is like, it is not clear to me when I am taking damage. Like, I can see it on the number down there, but my character is not like flashing, there's no hit stop. That's like really critically important information just for learning. So I'd always say, when the player gets hit, like put up a big flashing message that says, "You dumb dumb."
So about that, where whenever you get hit, I wanted to add like a blood effect or some kind of glitch effect, the one that shows around the screen. I didn't add this because I wanted to sleep. And when I played the game, like myself, if you watch the video, which I've already posted 4 minutes, it's not that tough of a game. You don't really get hit by those lasers that much. But I think if you are, if I don't add any tutorial, obviously it's kinda messing it up. But yeah, the flash effect, I didn't add this because I was like, I wanted to sleep. I'm not adding a flash effect. I actually watched a tutorial. It's not even that hard to do. Probably would have taken me 10 minutes, but I was like way too sleepy. So yeah, that's the thing
Got
that
shot,
actually happened.
or just have the character flash. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there. Not to my personal taste as a member of the human species. Let's play Spelloop.
So yeah, that was all there was for it. I do understand the problem. I also didn't really expect to win a game jam or something because this is my first game and I've barely learned Unreal Engine for I guess 1 year with like so much breaks in between, especially because I have to work on other stuff too. But again, he did play the game. I did get a feedback. I think that's a good thing for making my first game jam, I guess. And another thing is, and obviously so much of the stuff that he said, I actually wanted to add it. Like everything he said in this video, I actually had planned it. You know, like adding a tutorial to kind of let you know that you have to shoot the yellow box, or adding a feedback for hit whenever you're getting hit. But I was like, I should have added it. I kind of regret it later, but I remember being like very, very tired at that time because I was working on my freelancing stuff. And because I'm a freelancer, I don't really have like, oh, you have to work for 8 hours kind of. I have to work like more sometimes. And so I was kind of juggling between it. So I guess this is good for my first game, Jam. If you guys want to play it, just check the link in description. Maybe give it a try. Let me know if this is good. I mean, it sucks, I know that, but I know that it's my first game jam, and I'm like very proud of it because I actually finished a game instead of, you know, leaving something behind or leaving something in the middle. I actually had it finished. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Hey guys, I also wanted to let you know that I actually have a tutorial channel where I actually just post anything that I've learned. It's kind of like a video note taking for me, and I use YouTube as a way so that others can also benefit from it and also give feedback. So make sure to check it out if you want to learn like cool stuff like this VFX fundamentals.